Hi, it's Sandy. I'm back again for I think it's my 5th video. And today is Sunday, September the 10th. And I just kind of wanted to do a fairly quick update as to what I've been doing over the last couple of weeks. I hope everybody's good. Hope everybody's been having good stitchy days. The first thing I wanted to do is thank everybody. I've gotten some more subscribers, and that's always a happy thing. And I just wanted to also say that my thoughts and prayers are with all of the people that have been impacted by Hurricane Harvey, and also with all of the people that are being impacted as we speak by Hurricane Irma. I hope all will be well for all of those people, and there will be hopefully not as much damage as they're expecting. Okay, that said, the last video I had told you that I had been very ill, and I still wasn't feeling all that great, but I wanted to get my update in. Wanted to let you know now that I'm feeling still better. I still don't have my strength back though, and I've been going to the doctor about once a week, and I still have to have another major test done. Apparently when they did the CAT scan, when the doctor sent me to the emergency room, they found some abnormalities in my insides. And so I really don't want to go into a lot of details about that now, because I'm sure you guys probably don't care about that. But I do have to have a PET scan done this coming Friday. And my understanding from the doctor is if the abnormalities that they found are any kind of cancer, that he said they'll light up like a Christmas tree. So let's hope there aren't any Christmas trees lighting up when they do this test. He said his gut feeling is everything's going to be okay, but I am kind of apprehensive waiting to get this test done and then to find the results. So if you are praying people, please send some prayers up for me that these test results on Friday the 15th will be good results. Thank you for that. I have also been watching lots of Flosstube. Every time I stitch, I put some Flosstube on, and I'm watching all the older ones that I've been subscribed to, and I'm trying to fit in some new people. As I showed you the last time, I put together a notebook so I could keep track of everybody's videos and know without having to sit there and start watching it whether I've already seen it or not, because I'm watching so many different people that I just can't keep it straight in my mind. But I'm really enjoying it, getting lots of ideas from people and really enjoying the things that they are doing. A lot of really, really beautiful work going on out there. Okay, I have an almost finish. Don't have a finish, but I have an almost finished. This is Fits All Sizes from Stony Creek. It's one of my outhouses that I've been working on. And this is on 14 count country cremata. And if you all will remember, I basically pretty much only stitch on 14 count Aida because of my vision problems. And so just about everything that I'm working on is 14 count. But here is Fits All Sizes. And it is almost finished. There's some back stitching, and then if I can get this in my hand so I can get my other hand over here to show you, there's just a few stitches right down here along the bottom that I need to finish up, which I will do today, and then I will start on that back stitching. There's a lot of the back stitching's already done, but there is still some that I need to get to. So I will get on that and get that finished up. And then that will make 2 outhouses completed. I have decided I'm not going to FFO any of them until I finish all the ones I'm going to do. I have in my half bath, I have places to hang 5. So there's 8 in the book. So I just may wait until I do 5 of them, and so that I can make sure that I get the same frames for all of them, and then I'll get them FFO'd and get those hung up. Okay, my next item that I've been working on is the spring garden spot, and if you'll remember, this is the Paula Vaughn that was in a 1990s cross-stitch magazine, and I don't remember which magazine it was. I've been working on this now for a long time. All the cross stitches have been completed, and I only had back stitching to go, but this is very back stitch heavy. So much so that I'm not sure I'll get all the back stitching done before the end of the year. But I have, here's where it is now. And recently I have been working all along this top and trying to get the vines in and get the flowers back stitched. And basically that's where all my time has gone. And I try to get maybe about 5 strands a week into this. I'm not trying to rush it because this is so intricate that it's just, you can't just sit in backstitch. You've got to just slip it in and get a strand or 2 here and there. Okay, so that is my Paula Vaughn. And the next one that I wanted to show you is my spring cardinals. And I've got my boxes over here on the side, and I'm going to try to pull these out as I go, and hopefully we won't have any big catastrophe here. This is the spring cardinals, and I wouldn't say I'm really close to a finish on this, but I am getting there. This is a Diane Arthur's design, and I've been doing this on 14 count white Aida. And let's see, make sure I show you the front here. And this is where we're at. So I pretty much have all the flowers done. I have a little bit of back stitching left on the flowers. I've been pretty much trying to back stitch as I go. So the rest of it is the basket. But there is quite a bit of back stitching on that basket. So I'll just keep plugging on that. And we'll move that down. And then my next one is Springtime. And oh, it's on the bottom. So let me pull that one out here. And Springtime is a Sue Hollis design, and this is on 14 count Chalice Aida. And the picture is here. It's the tulips with the little birdhouses and the watering can and the gardening tools. And on this, I've worked on this, there was a few days I worked on this, so I have some progress to show you. And as you can see, about all of the tulips are done. I can't tell whether that is focusing in on that or not. But I've completed pretty much all of the tulips, and I will be moving down more. There's a little more greenery, I think, to do before I move into the rest of the watering can. And then I think I'll go straight down the watering can and then go back over to where the birdhouses are. So that one is moving right along. And then last time, I think I showed you my new start on Bayside Cottage. I think I had just started it. Only had maybe like 1 day's stitching in it. And this is the, and I didn't really prepare this one to get it out here, so let me dig in here a little bit. This is a Dimensions kit. It is on 18 count Aida, and this is the picture of Bayside Cottage. And when I don't usually buy kits, but when I saw this in the store and I saw it was only $9.99, I was like, oh, I gotta get this. Even if it's 18 count, I've got to have this because I just love those colors. I think I told you before, I'm very much into colorful, and I am a flower lover. Can't grow them, but I love to look at them. And this is where I'm at with that. I got a good corner of the sky done up there, and then I had started in the greenery down here. So I think I only worked on this for 3 or 4 days, and then I put it away because I wanted another new start. And this is Shades of Summer, and I am absolutely loving this. This one is the Artisy design, and let me pull it out here and show you, see if I can get it with the plastic on it. Well, let me take it out of the plastic. What the heck, it'll make it easier for you to see, because it is a beautiful, beautiful design. There we go. This is Shades of Summer. And again, I fell in love with this because of the flowers, the water, the sky, the little cottage there in the background. It was singing to me. And this is a larger project. I don't expect to get this done in a few months. I worked, I think, 3 or 4 days on this. Get this out here. This is 14 count white Ada. And if you can get this up here to where you can see, I started up in the corner, and so it's pretty much sky. I am starting to move over just a little bit here, over into a little bit of the tree, but it's pretty much sky and clouds there. But I'm really enjoying stitching this. A little bit of a problem corralling all this material because I don't use scroll rods, and I don't use, sorry, I covered myself all up there. I don't use, I tried the Q-snap. I had a larger Q-snap. I bought it specifically for this. I tried it, but I have arthritis in my wrists and my fingers and everything, and I was just having a little bit of trouble holding on to that thing. And I don't have a stand. I think I've told you before, I have a lot of back trouble. So I stitch in a recliner, leaning back with my knees up, my feet resting on the lower part of the recliner, and keep my pattern on my lap. And how do I want to say it? It was just too heavy for me to hold. So I started using a larger hoop, and that worked much better, and I'm really enjoying stitching on that. So let me see where else I'm at. Oh, okay. I had a purchase, not a big one, and not charts, but because I have 90 million magazines, well, maybe not 90 million magazines, but I have a lot of magazines upstairs with charts in. And then I have a bunch of stuff that a friend gave me. So what I did was I bought my first grime guard. And it's kind of showing up blue on the computer, but it's more of a purple. And it has butterflies on it. And I love purple. Purple is one of my favorite colors. And so I got this. And I had never really had needle minders, and I had ordered one from a little kitty cat. I ordered it from 123 Stitch, I think, with an order that I had, and it keeps falling apart. And I've tried gluing it again, and it just falls apart again. So I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to order some of these heavy-duty ones. So I ordered, this stuff came from Maggie's Minders. Yep, Maggie's Minders on Etsy, and it was my first going on Etsy, and I never even knew about Etsy, but listening to Flosstube. You guys are enabling me. I went out there and I started looking, and I haven't really foraged around on there too much yet, but I have looked. So this was my free one, little butterfly, and it's so cute. I've been using that one. And then these were the ones that I actually ordered. And I have one on the end here that says, I cross stitch so I don't kill people. And I told my husband, pay close attention to this. So we'll see. And then here's a little kitty cat, because of course I've showed you my pictures of my kitties before. And this one over here is a tropical island, and someplace I've never been, probably never will be to, because I don't fly. I flew once, that was enough. And on the end over here, there is a butterfly and some daisies, and it's really pretty. So, and these are just, they have the big magnets on the back, and I haven't taken these off the card yet, but like I said, I have used the butterfly, and it's working out really, really well. So that was my purchase. I did want to go uptown to my local needlework store. I've been in there before. She has, it's a small store, but it's jam-packed to the hilt with charts. And I wanted to go up there and look again with the idea of actually purchasing something. The other time when I went in there, I went in just to look. I had no intention of purchasing anything, and I didn't. But I would like to go back, and I just haven't felt well enough to do that. My strength flags really, really quickly. The one day, I think it was my husband had a doctor's appointment, and then we went to Lowe's afterward. We knew exactly what we were going into Lowe's to get, but by the time we came out of there, I was just spent. I'd had it. Done. Finished. Going to the grocery store is like coming home, calling my husband and saying, meet me at the garage because you need to carry all this stuff in and you need to help me put it away because I just don't have it. It's gone. Whatever I had, left. So it's been weeks now of just trying to do a little bit. Actually, though, when I'm tired like that, I can sit and stitch because stitching doesn't take any walking around and, you know, stuff like that. So I've been getting a lot of stitching time, and I can justify it because my body's so tired. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm nuts there, but that's what I'm saying anyways. Okay, now I have future plans. I think I told you before. There's a couple of sales coming up on cross stitch finish line, and I took a couple of pictures. They're not really good because these were really tiny pictures in the book I was looking at. It's a seasonal a book of cross stitch, and I'm going to be joining the Witchy Sal on, I think it starts the 18th of this month. And here is the little witch and the cauldron that I'm going to be stitching. This is just a small project and shouldn't take me too awfully long. And I'm doing that on, of course, 14 count Ada. And I'm not sure, I think it's an ivory color that that's going on. And I have that all kitted up, all ready to go. And then also on the 22nd, there is a fall sale. And this picture, I had a heck of a time trying to get this to focus in, but this is the best I could get, so I hope you can see it. But it's a scarecrow, and there's some corn stalks and a fence and a pumpkin, and I'm really looking forward to get started on that. I have all the floss pulled, and I think I still have to pull, I have tons of Ada up there, so I just have to pull the fabric for that. And I think, oh no, I have one more. I didn't write it down here, but I do. I'm going to start another outhouse. And I have it all kitted up except for the material. I have to go through. I think this one is done on a bluish color. And I do have some blue Ada up there. And so I hope you can see that. It's just, I can't tell. My vision is just not all that great to start with, and then trying to tell what something is coming across to you on the computer screen is not easy for me. But that is Side by Side, otherwise known as Ma and Pa, and I will be starting that one. So the next thing that I wanted to mention to you, this video is not going to be very long because I've pretty much gone through everything, but I was watching some of you and I saw a couple of items that I thought, oh, those are calling to me. I would really, really love to stitch those. First of all, I've never done a sampler. Never. I've always done, you know, pictures of something or flowers or, you know, things like that. Christmassy, but never have I attempted to do a sampler. And I look at all the beautiful ones that all of you are doing, and there was one that reached out and called my name. And I wish I would have written down whose video it was. Actually, I think I saw it on a couple of them. But it's the Quaker Diamond, Rosewood Manor. The thing is, I looked it up on 123 Stitch, and it's calling for specialty threads. I have never used specialty threads, and it's also saying that it's done on a higher count. Of course, just about everything out there is, the model is stitched on a higher count, 28 or above. I can't see to do those. So here's my question. I kind of did a little thing where I put the stuff in my cart to see how much it would cost for those specialty threads, and I can't afford them. I'm retired. We're on a limited income, and I also have to help my daughter out every so often, and I'm helping my oldest granddaughter go to college. She's a junior this year, and she gets grants and she has scholarships and she has lots of student loans, but every year before school starts there's money that's still owed that it's not really enough to try to go out and get another loan for, and I really wouldn't want her to do that, so I pay it. And this year it was almost $2,000. And then I buy all her books for her. And I buy all my three granddaughters, I buy their school clothes and most of their shoes and things like that they need. My daughter just can't handle it by herself. She's doing the best she can. She works really, really, really hard. So I can't afford to put $50 to $75 into floss. I just can't. So my question is, well, maybe I should tell you about the other pattern and then tell you what my question is. The other one that I saw that someone was doing, and I want to say it was Off the Grid Needle Arts. I'm not sure. If I'm wrong, I apologize. And if it was someone else, I'm sorry. Should have written it down. But it was Northern Expressions, Shades of Blue. Now, I couldn't find Shades of Blue on 123 Stitch, but I found Shades of Indigo, and there was a couple of other shades of and colors that were also beautiful. So any of those would call to me. I love blues, lavenders, purples. Those are my colors. And there again, it was specialty floss. Very expensive. I did the same thing. I put it up and put it into the cart to see what the total would be. Way out of my league. So here is my question. And anybody that can answer this for me or multiple people, I will appreciate it. What do you think if I bought those charts and I plan to do them on 14 or 18 count AIDA? The 18 count that I'm using on Bayside Cottage is difficult for me to see, but I can do it. I have to stitch shorter time on that and then move on to 14 count because it does stress my eyes out a little bit. But I can do it. So I could get 18 count or 16 count or, you know, a little bit higher than 14. What do you think if I tried to stitch those on that lower count and used and did conversion, if I could talk, converted those specialty threads to DMC? Do you think, number one, will it work? Would it make the pattern too big? Or would the DMC not do justice to the charts? I really don't know because I'm not that experienced in changing things, and I know there's a lot of you out there that are really brave and you change everything. I've heard some of you saying about how when you buy a kit, you pitch everything except the chart and you get your own stuff and you go from there. I've never done that. I'm really not that brave, and I really can't afford to put the money into something like that and then find out that it's not going to work, that it's horrible, and that I'm not going to like it at all. So I'm looking for opinions. If you know anything about that, or if you are experienced enough that you know what would happen if I did that, I really appreciate your expertise and your opinions. So that said, I think that's everything that I had for today. I wanted to keep this under 30 minutes, and I think I'm pretty close to that. So again, I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the sweet comments. I appreciate each and every one of them. And every time I see that I've picked up a couple of new subscribers, I'm just like, oh, I'm so happy. That's a little crazy, but it does. It makes you feel good. So please like, comment, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you on your videos, and I'm really enjoying doing this, and I really love cross-stitching. It has consumed my life, as my husband would say. So happy stitching to everybody. I hope everybody is safe. I hope everybody has a great week, and I will see you all probably in about 2 weeks. So take care. Bye. Well, I can't get it to shut off. Well, we'll keep working on this. At some point, I'm going to disappear, but I'm not sure when that is. Well, this is interesting. Nothing seems to be working. I'm feeling really stupid right now, but guess I'm going to have to shut down the whole thing. I think I am locked up.